Sitting next to a dear friend of mine, Brian Free, a true legendary tenor. You've been coming to the Quartet Convention now for 28 years. You've taken home the Favorite Tenor Award many, many times. And truly, when the history books of gospel music are written, he'll be listed as one of the great tenors. Now, of course, as we said, you've been coming here for almost 3 decades. It's almost 30 years, just so you'll know that.
Yeah,
but
I feel it.
Tell me what was going through your mind when you stepped onto the stage for the first time with your own group.
Oh, with assurance. Scared to death. Really, because it was the beginning of a new era for me. It was the end of a wonderful time. It was, for the whole 13 years I was there. And it was, I knew God had pulled me out of that ministry to start this ministry. So I knew it was in the will of God. But it's still all the uncertainty, all the jitters, the nervous feelings. Can I do this? Can we be successful? Can we be where God wants us to be? Can we be what God wants us to be? It was honestly within my mind a million times a day. So the first night on convention stage as Assurance, it was like my very first time back on stage at convention, because I was starting all over again to a certain degree. The previous 13 years of tenure really didn't mean a whole lot that night to me, because I was like, you're starting all over again. You have to prove yourself over again. People are watching to see what you're going to do as a ministry, and just to see because for me to know God, that I'm in God's will, is the most important. For the people to be able to see it, and for it to be conveyed in what we do, is very important. So it's hard.
I noticed a little while ago a lady was at your booth and she asked the question, do you still get nervous when you sing at the Quartet Convention? So do you?
To be candid and honest with you, I still get nervous about 75% of the time.
Why is that?
I'm a perfectionist. I want to do my best. I want the guys to do their best. I want it to go as smoothly as possible in every way. It'll be the talking, the singing, the lineup of the songs, the sound, the way we look, everything, because we've got the people for an hour and a half to 2 hours each night by ourselves. Down here on stage, you've got them for 17 to 20 minutes, which means it's even more stress, because you're trying to present what you do and condense it down to 17, 18 minutes, which is nearly impossible. But I just say, Lord, take what we're doing, and in those minutes while we're there on stage, just use us. Let it be a time of ministry for those 17, 18 minutes. Not that it's not going to be before us and after us, because it always is. But just make sure that when we're there, that you use us, because I'm accountable for us and what we do, not for what everybody else does. So I just pray. It is nerve-wracking to me, and always will be. I think if I ever get to where I don't get a little nervous, then I think I will lose our edge. Really.
Well, one thing it's hard to imagine for everyone who's been following Brian since his early days of his career is Precious here is nearing that grandfather stage. And I don't know about you, I honestly don't know any grandfathers who are named Precious. So how is the Free household preparing for that day?
I think when that grand youngin comes along, the title will be transferred to that child, I assure you, especially in my eyes. That's a top. I guess it could be worse. It could be called much worse. It probably have been at times, but I'm satisfied with Precious as long as they want to see it.
Well, come see us here at the National Quartet Convention. Come by and say hello to Grandpa Precious.
Absolutely.